Hello, Chamber friends. I'm Eric Spoonmore, president of the Greater Bloomington Chamber of Commerce. It's the spring season, and that means local elections are in full gear for the May 7th primary elections. So I'm going to focus a lot of this message on politics, but it's politics that affects almost every aspect of our lives, including our businesses. So I hope you'll give this information your attention and help the Chamber make a difference in our community. In my message today, I'm asking all our members to take note of a few important upcoming local primary elections. Our primary elections are approaching quickly, so we don't have a lot of time to spare. This year, 7 candidates are vying for 2 county commissioner seats that are up for election in Monroe County. County commissioners are the executive and legislative branch of Monroe County government, and these elected officials have a tremendous impact on our businesses and residents. It's my opinion that our local government has more day-to-day impact on a Monroe County business and our residents than any other level of government. So it's imperative that we elect local leaders who reflect the needs and values of our community. And it's critical that as many voters as possible participate in the decision to elect our leaders. So if you're an eligible voter, we need you to make a plan to vote this year. This may come as a surprise, but mark my words, in just a few weeks, we're going to know who will be sworn in as county commissioners in January 2025. To be exact, we will know on May 7th because that's when primary election day is in Indiana. We won't have to wait until the general election in November because the decision on who will lead our county in these roles for the next 4 years will be made in the Democratic primary on Tuesday, May 7th. And when we analyze all the voter data, it'll start to make more sense why I believe this, because the electoral math overwhelmingly tends to favor Democratic candidates here in Monroe County. It's been that way for several decades, and we don't expect that trend to change this year. So here's what I mean. Let's take the voter turnout data from the 2016 primary election in Monroe County as an example. In our county, with a population of 150,000 people, there were only about 30,000 total voters who voted for county commissioners on the primary ballot. About 19,000 of those voters cast a ballot for a Democratic candidate for county commissioner, and 11,000 people cast a ballot for a Republican candidate for county commissioner. The voter data shows that the Democrat votes outnumbered the Republican votes for county commissioner by nearly 2-to-1 in the 2016 primary election. It's also important to note that for more than 20 years, the Democratic candidates for county commissioner have prevailed in the general elections in November. So based on this data, you can see that the Democratic candidates have a substantial advantage in Monroe County elections. Unfortunately, the Indiana state election laws require voters to select either all Democrats or all Republicans in the primary elections. This means that in Indiana, there's no mixed voting in the May primary elections, like there is in the November general election. But it's also important to note that you don't need to be a Democrat to vote in the Democratic primary. If you're an independent or even a Republican, you can still vote to select one of the Democratic candidates for county commissioner in May. And contrary to popular belief, you don't need to officially register with the Democratic Party to vote in the Democratic primary. You can simply walk into your polling place, tell the election workers that you want the Democrat ballot, and they'll give it to you, no questions asked. And I'm not trying to persuade anyone on which political party to align with or to support in the primary election. I just want to make sure that everyone understands the mathematical realities of our local elections and how they tend to favor one party over the other. So regardless of your political beliefs, if you want to make the most of your vote, the overwhelming likelihood is that the next county commissioners will be sworn into office on January 2025 will be Democrats. Who we elect to lead our county for the next 4 years is far more important than staying silent. Use the power of your vote to make your voice heard on May 7th. If you tend to support Republicans, you still have the opportunity to vote for Republicans in the general election in November. But rest assured, every single vote will assuredly count this year. So please join your fellow chamber members and make your voice heard in this year's elections. Thank you.